other Zimbabwean cricketers?
Yeah, that's the whole idea, and that's the point as well. If you look at the last few years as well, whenever a Zimbabwean has gone to a league and he's done well, it has certainly opened doors for more Zimbabweans as well. And I said that in the presser as well. I really feel blessed the fact that I'm the first Zimbabwean, and hopefully my performances can open the doors for other Zimbabweans as well.
And personally, Sikandar, you went through an incredibly difficult phase in your life quite recently. How difficult was it to come back here and play?
I think that part of my life will always be difficult. But I did say to my team as well, if it wasn't mentally, physically, and emotionally ready, I wouldn't be here. The fact that I think that I can add value, I've decided to join you, and I will take nothing away from you. I'll give as much as I can to the team, the energy, the experience, whatever I have, whatever you ask me to do, I'll do it. So yeah, it's nice to be here.
You played for over 40 teams in your career so far. How has it been, playing all over the world in different leagues, IPL, SA20, ILB20? So we just talk about that experience for a player from Zimbabwe to play competitive cricket all around the world.
Yeah, I remember there was a time when I used to look at the cricketers that used to do the circuit, and I always used to say, oh, Allah, when would my turn come? And now that my turn is here, I am grateful for every opportunity, for every team that have signed me, for every country I've been to, and I will not take anything for granted. I used to pray for times like this. Now that Allah has granted me this time, I'll be forever grateful to Allah and to every single team that I've been part of.
In build up to the World Cup, you have been fortunate enough to feature in 2 high competitive T20 leagues. How does that help in preparation for the T20 World Cup next year?
Yeah, it certainly helps. I think the more cricket we have before the World Cup, the more match fitness and rhythm we will find ourselves in. So, it was nice to have 3 Zimbabweans at ILT. Unfortunately, Blessing was supposed to be there as well, but he got injured and he was doing his rehab. So, Alhamdulillah, he's fit now. So, the more Zimbabweans that play cricket, it will be very good for the country, and also going into the World Cup, it will be very useful, inshallah.
For a Sikandar Raza back home in Zimbabwe, do you think you have become that player who everyone looks up to because they would feel that if Sikandar can, so can we? So how's the conversations within the group, and how have you been inspiring them with your performances on the field and your actions off the field?
To be honest with you, when cricket is done, I try and stay away from the limelight, from people. I just try and stay indoors. I don't like to hear or speak about myself, but if the conversations are happening, then Alhamdulillah, I feel very blessed. But having said that, hopefully my actions will inspire rather than hearing about what people think of me or what others are thinking about me. All I'm looking at is try and keep doing the things I'm doing as best of my ability, and hopefully my performances can inspire the other Sikandars in Zimbabwe and all over the world.
And Sikandar, to talk about your performance here, you took 4 wickets, and performance of this sort, and you'll be playing in the subcontinent in Sri Lanka, especially the starting matches, really augurs well for you leading the team, because in Sri Lanka it's going to be spin-friendly conditions. We have an idea about the conditions of Sri Lanka, but I always say we will work that out once we get there. We have an idea, we go with an idea, but we're going to try and get there a week before the first game. Try and get there a week before the first warm-up game, so that we have more time, and then we work out our conditions. What I always say is, if you have worked hard for every single condition, then whatever condition presents itself, you should have the skills, or at least if you work hard, you have the skills to basically get them out of the stock and do the best as you can and leave the results to Allah.
Could you talk about your bowling in the power play? You have increasingly become more effective over the last few seasons in the bowling with the new ball. So could you talk about the mindset, and especially bowling in conditions on a tricky track like this?
For me, I think in T20 every over is very crucial. So for me, I always look at did I bowl with a new ball in the training? Did I train with a new ball in training? And if I've done that, did I achieve what I wanted to achieve? And if I've done that, then I have confidence to do it in the game as well. So whenever captain, last game I had to bowl outside the power play. This game I have to bowl 1 in the power play. If I have worked hard in the nets, then I'm confident. Then if the captain asks me to do a job, I'll be honest enough to say, yes, I've practiced that, and you can back me on that. And what happens after? What happens after?
You also have seemed to have added a bit of pace to your bowling. Was it more a planning, freehand approach?
You look at the surface sometimes. If the surface is slow, then bowling too slow could be very easy for the batter. So all I look at is that I must have all the paces to bowl on a wicket on the surface. So sometimes you have to bowl touch quicker, sometimes you have to bowl slower, but a wicket dictates what pace I bowl at.
And could you also lean into Pal Royal's, ploy towards using more spin? It happened last season, also happened this season as well.
Yeah, but I don't think so. The wickets so far in Pal have been conducive to 20 overs of spin. I think the wicket has slightly gotten better, but if the wicket turned out to be that, then I think we have enough army in ourselves to have more overs of spin if we need.
Looking forward to spring up more surprises this season, like this season of this time of the World Cup, like Zimbabwe has always done. Last time they were pivotal in surprising Pakistan and Australia. So looking forward that Zimbabwe might as well spring up two surprises.
Well, that's the idea, because World Cup is really crucial in every cricketer's life. And I always think for Zimbabwe to gain more respect in world cricket, World Cups play a huge part. So we have the mindset to go there and try and do really well, so that we can come back with our whole head high, and so that our people back home can have their heads high as well.
Just adding to that question, Grant Prema coming into the side, as well as Ben Taylor is also going to be there. How confident you guys are, speaking of the World Cup, when you also have someone like an Australia in the group?
We haven't played Australia in a T20 in a long time. So we'll see what happens. We know they are world champions in other formats, and they're World T20 World Cup as well. On the day, a lot of things can happen. We just have to train well and play with some courage and some heart, and we see what happens after. The result looks after itself. If we're doing everything we can and we get outskilled, then I can hold my head high, and so as my team. The results are not in our hands, and we don't worry about too much. As long as we're playing good brand of cricket and we're doing exactly what the game asks us to do, we leave the result. Thank you.
Thank you.